Yeah, 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 yeah. All right. We are live on YouTube. Yes, we're live on YouTube. How's everyone doing today? How's it going? Welcome to episode number 907 of Navigating the Modern World with Eli, the Walking with Purpose live edition. Live today from Red Morton Park. I could not get to the trail because had some other things to take care of. But out here, it was raining earlier, and now the rain stopped. So I'm out here. The temperature is 56 degrees, not too bad. No gloves on. I'm not triple layered up. You know, when it rains, you have a little more of that tropical weather. It's a little warmer, so it's all good. Someone's coming in my path, so I'm gonna cut across this way. I'm gonna wait. Let's just cut across this way. It's all good. Even though my shoes are gonna get wet now because I'm on the wet grass, it's all good. It's all good in the hood. Oh God, hold on a second. Oh boy, okay. Oh, I lived. Yeah, so today we're going to be talking about, joining us at the GNA in 2025 and start your road to a brighter future. So yeah, that's what it's going to be about. Join us at the GNA in 2025 and start your road to a brighter future. You know, one of the key aspects of heading towards a brighter future is having a positive attitude and keeping the positive attitude regardless of what's going on. Everyone has stuff that they're dealing with all the time, right? Some people more than others. When it comes to me, for some reason, maybe it's because I'm too nice of a guy. Even though I've toughened up a lot in my life, I've always been a very nice guy per se. And you know what they say about nice guys? Nice guys finish last, right? There's a lot of truth to that statement, right? You almost have to be an asshole and not be a nice guy to be a successful guy nowadays, which is really sad because success shouldn't be based on how shitty of a person you are, on how many people you can fool and manipulate, right? On how many people you can overpower and overstep and control or whatever, right? Today, I was working on a bunch of things, preparing for 2025, which is right around the corner, just a few days away. We're a couple days away from New Year's Eve. And then it's January 1st, 2025, the new year starts. I've been actively and very deeply preparing for 2025. And earlier today, I found out some things. I'm not going to go into great detail. But I found out some things about other people in general, let's just say that in general, I don't want to get into too much detail here. I found out some other things that really made me go, wow. They made me, you know, this has nothing to do with my girlfriend Dawn or anything like that. I'm not going to say exactly the parties involved. Okay. But it made me wonder, wow. Why would something like that be kept from me? We live in a world nowadays where the actions that we take affect lots of people. If it's family stuff, any action that's taken within a family is going to affect the entire family, right? If it's through friends or business associates and stuff like that, any action that we take is going to affect all parties involved, right? But a lot of times, people don't seem to care how it affects anyone else besides themselves, right? People don't seem to care about anyone else besides themselves, right? And it's funny because of some actions that were taken by other people out of my control, and this doesn't necessarily have to do with YouTube. It doesn't. Because of some actions people took out of my control that I had nothing to do with, it has made me look bad in the eyes of some other people. And it has misled other people to believe things about me that absolutely are not true. Again, I'm not going to go into too much detail, but it just amazes me how good people, good-hearted people that don't shortcut things get screwed over by people that are lazy and don't want to work hard and don't want to earn what they've got, right? You know, I found out I was looking into some of my past friends. And, you know, I was wondering if I should reconnect with them, right? And so, you know, just out of curiosity, I ran a background check on a few of my friends. Perfectly normal. I'm not going to put out that information. I'm sharing a story here because this is the stuff that this is the stuff that really makes me go, right? This is the hypocrisy of some people that just don't want to work, that just want to play the system and, you know, not earn a damn thing, right? And then try to come off towards me and say, I've never earned a damn thing. I've earned everything I've had. So one of my friends, back in the days, used to criticize me for a lot of stuff. And about 13, 14 years ago, I had a bankruptcy. I've mentioned this publicly before. It's the only thing pretty much on my background. You run my background check, you're not going to see anything besides that bankruptcy. And it was cleared and my credit is back to perfect. That was 13, 14 years ago. Right? This friend would criticize me. So I was just thinking all of a sudden, because I have a background check program I've been paying for years. I got a really good deal on it. Regularly it's $40 a month. But I got a lifetime special on it for $9.99 a month. It's unlimited reports. It's a great background check service. So I ran a background check on a few of my friends, especially the one that was criticizing me on a lot of things, including my bankruptcy, right? And this particular friend of mine, when I ran his background report, it showed he had multiple bankruptcies going back 20 plus years to this day. Multiple bankruptcies, multiple tax liens with the IRS. It's all public information, right? This particular friend, was always a little bit kind of shady with his work ethic and stuff like that, right? He was the kind of guy that always wanted to play the system and probably still plays the system to this day to get ahead or to stay ahead or to survive. There's a big German Shepherd over there barking at people, and his master's got control, but I wouldn't want to mess with that dog. God. Whew. All good in the hood. Oh. That dog is still growling over there, man. Oh, there was another dog, or there's a little dog over there. It wasn't the human, it's the other dog. Anyway. So, I looked at that background report and I was like, nah, I'm not going to reach out to him. I'm not going to try to rekindle things. As part of 2025, I really am going to make a good faith effort to rekindle things with, people that it's worthy of to rekindle things, right? Or at least to try, right? But after I saw his background record and saw how much of a hypocrite this person still is to this day, and much worse, right? This person criticized me on the one thing I've pretty much done wrong. Now, I'm not perfect. I've said things I don't mean, but I have one bankruptcy on my record 13, 14 years ago, and it's been cleared. I have perfect credit since then. No criminal history, never a speeding ticket, nothing. You run my background check, it's clean, right? And this person has the nerve to criticize me when their background record on their financials is absolutely shit and garbage. Like I said, multiple bankruptcies stemming back to, over 20 years ago, to the early 2000s. Multiple tax liens. Right? That says a lot about how irresponsible someone is. Now, it's one thing to be irresponsible. It's another thing to criticize someone that's very responsible like myself and call me whatever, names or whatever, right? Yet, these people have done far worse than I've ever done, right? Some of these people, right? So there were a few instances today that I found out about. And, you know, I'm really not that happy about it. But I'm not upset at the same time either. I'm like, whatever, it is what it is, right? And, I'm not going to go into further detail because, I made a promise to myself and others that, regarding my personal life and my family and all that, I'm not going to disclose as much. But believe me, if I opened up my big fat mouth and shared what I really wanted to share, it would resolve a lot of issues. It would clear my name in many things I've been accused of in the past. But you know what? I don't really care to expose certain things. I don't. Certain things are better left untold. And you chalk it up to it is what it is, right? You chalk it up to it is what it is, right? By the way, folks, this is a members only live chat. You'll need at least a $2.99 channel membership to chat during these publicly viewable streams with a members only live chat. If you're a moderator, you can chat for free. Additionally, Don and I are planning to do some live streams again from the couch. They're going to be members only, but we're not going to start doing them until we hit 10 members. To be able to view the members only live streams at the while they're live. To be able to view the members only live streams while they're live, you'll need to purchase at least a $4.99 channel membership. That does not include the live stream replays of members only live streams. If you want the replays included as well as everything else, you'll need to purchase at least a $9.99 package. You can purchase a higher package, more expensive package than the $9.99, but anything $9.99 or above will get you the same thing as the $9.99 package. So the $9.99 package includes, everything from the previous tiers, the members only live chats on publicly viewable streams like this. It'll also include members only live streams while they're live, and it'll also include members only live stream replays and other members only pre-recorded and live stream replay content as well. So any replay, members only replay, or any pre-recorded members only content, you'll need at least a $9.99 package. If you just want the live streams while live, the $4.99 package will get you that, and will also get you members only live chats on publicly viewable streams that have a members only live chat, which is what I'm trying to say. So get your channel membership today and join us in 2025. Start your path to a brighter future. And I didn't go live yesterday because I was just tired. After that show that, Don, Tia, Sandra, and I did yesterday, the GNA executive team, it was phenomenal. It took some effort to put that together. But between that and other things that I've been prepping for, and my sleeping pattern's been off, I've been, working odd hours. Sometimes in the middle of the night, I'll get up after taking a nap, and then I'll work on some stuff. I've had to work on my website. By the way, the GNA Positivity Pledge, I'm still waiting to hear back again from the plugin owner and creator of the plugin I use for the pledge. And so it may be another day or two before you're able to take the pledge if you already haven't. Right now, it's publicly viewable, but it doesn't work. I have a reCAPTCHA on there to prevent spam bots from attacking my site. And with that being there and the plugin being broken within the code that I'm trying to get the creator of the plugin to fix, you're not able to submit anything new. If you fill out the form, you click the CAPTCHA, and then you click submit, it won't do anything. It won't do anything. Additionally, I've added more security to prevent email flooding and spam botting and stuff like that. So I've been working on the site to better secure it, and it is much more secure now. Hey Tia, how you doing? Welcome to the show. It's great to see you here. How's your night going? It's about 56 degrees. So I have no gloves on and I'm not triple layered up today. It's actually a pretty nice night. I'll tell you, throughout my experiences out here on YouTube over the last 7 years that have been very challenging. I've had my moments, but over this past year, especially the last few months, I've really kept it positive. And I haven't let anything get to me, and that's what you folks need to do if you want to get ahead in life. You can't let things get to you. You have to find a way deep within your heart and soul to let shit go and just move on and keep pushing forward. And you're going to have a lot of challenges along the way, and there are going to be a lot of unfair circumstances you're going to be dealing with. For me, I am the king of having to deal with unfair circumstances in all aspects of life. For some reason, I've always been a victim, and I'm not even trying to say that to sound like a victim, but the truth of the matter is I feel like I've been a victim of circumstance. You've all heard that, right? I've been a victim of circumstance, right? I've been a victim of unfair circumstances. And that's one thing I still haven't figured out to this day. Maybe it's just because I'm a good person and I'm not willing to screw people over to make money. I'm not willing to trash talk people to make money or get ahead or become famous or whatever, right? Give me a second. Tia, I'll check that out. Tia says, good, did a job. Sorry, good, did a lot of mail that I can't even read that. Did a lot of mail that I was behind on. Okay. You have for absolutely no reason. Well, for the most part, yes. You're right, Tia. I've been a victim of circumstance and a victim of unfair circumstances most of the time. There have been a few times, to be honest with you, where it was my fault. I'm not perfect. I've made mistakes. I think most of the mistakes I've made, and I say this to not try to justify those mistakes, it's just the truth of the matter. A lot of the mistakes I made was trying to defend myself against other mean, shady people that, like to play the system and, like to trash talk other people when their hands are much dirtier than mine have ever been, right? Let me ask you this, Tia. Okay. If you had a friend of yours, or if you had someone that was criticizing you because your entire background check I've had one bankruptcy, and I learned my lesson. That was almost 14 years ago. I repaired my credit back to perfect, but everything else is clean. No criminal history, no nothing else, right? If you had a person that criticized you for that, and then later on down the road, you run a background check on them and you see that they've had multiple bankruptcies in the last 25 years, like 3 or 4 of them, and they've had multiple tax liens, right? I mean, how would that make you feel, right? And I'm really trying to keep my mouth shut because, these types of people that have that kind of record, that's their method of survival. Their method of survival is filing bankruptcy. When they can't pay for things anymore, when they overspend, right? A lot of these people also, abuse the government assistance and all that kind of stuff, right? I've seen this happen to many people, online and offline, right? But then when those people that abuse the system want to come and, make me appear like I'm a big piece of shit when, everything I've done has been above board. I'm not saying I'm perfect. I'm not saying that I've never said any nasty things to people, but I've always done things above board when it comes to, business stuff and things like that, when it comes to money and filing taxes and all those types of things. I've never tried to play the system just to survive off of taxpayers' money. It's really, really shitty when people have a crappy record like that and then they trash people with a very minor record. Staying dry, my love? Yeah, it's not raining, babe. The rain stopped. Remember when we went out earlier, I saw the Weather Channel. It said the rain was going to stop, and it did. It's all good. Welcome, Dawn, respectfully, maturely, professionally. Tia's here as well. Welcome, ladies. Great show yesterday. Tia says, hey, Dawn. Let's see what Tia said above. Tia said, I believe it would piss me off to belittle me when they have done the same thing, and there's nothing wrong with bankruptcy. No one should be knocked for it anyway, in my opinion. No one should be. No one should be, but it's funny that when you have people that have like 4 or 5 bankruptcies in the last 20 years that are knocking on a person like me that only has 1 bankruptcy, and then these other people, like I was mentioning my friend from earlier, multiple bankruptcies in the last 20 years and several tax liens. That's just very, very irresponsible irresponsible behavior, irresponsible with finances, right? And hey, suit yourself, live your own life, but don't criticize someone who is financially responsible when you're not. At the end of the day, like I keep saying, karma has no deadline. And you know what? God sees everything. And whether you believe in God or not, God will help those that help others and are nice, kind, and fair to others. And God will take care of the people that take advantage of others in negative ways and abuse others. God will take care of them in other ways. I firmly believe in that. I firmly believe in that. Alex the Beer Master, how you doing, brother? Hey, Eli, I hope you had a wonderful Merry Christmas, my friend, with your family. I sure did. And that's that. Well, great, man. How's it going? Great to see you here, man. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays to you. Yeah, my birthday was about a week and a half ago. We did a great show with Sandra Palacio and my girlfriend Dawn. And yesterday, Alex, on the other channel, the main channel, Tia, who's here, you know Tia. She's been, part of our group for about a year now or so. Tia made her YouTube debut. She made her social media public speaking debut yesterday. She did phenomenal. She did amazing. I had Tia, Dawn, my girlfriend Dawn, who's still here, I believe, right now, and Sandra Palacio. It was a great show, one of the best shows that I've done. But it's great to see you here, man. It's great to see you here. Yeah, and then you and Lewis and myself, we need to do some panels together amongst all the channels. There's a lot of great stuff coming, Alex. I know I keep saying we're going to get together, and I'm finally getting to people. Like, I hadn't done any panel live streams in ages, and finally I'm able to get back on track. Congratulations, Tia, says Alex the Beer Master. Congratulations, my friend. Absolutely. Santa Palacio's here too. I think he was deflecting. I believe he was ashamed of himself and took the shame onto you. Are you talking about my friend that was deflecting all those bankruptcies and the tax liens, Sandra? Yeah, that's what these people do. These types of people, that's what they do. Oh, yeah. Deflecting the shame onto someone. Hey, I'm not perfect. I've made some mistakes, but nothing. I mean, I don't have 5 bankruptcies and 2 tax liens on my record. Or 2 or 3 tax liens on my record in the last 20, 25 years. Anyone that has that type of financial history should be fucking ashamed of themselves. They should be ashamed of themselves. Hey, Sandra says respectfully, maturely, and professionally. Give me a second here. We're on lap number 2. Hello. Oh, those kids were pretty nice, actually. They weren't trolling. Hey, some people just do the right thing the first time around, right? They were raised with morals, values, and ethics. I look forward to going home. Don and I picked up some food from a different Mexican restaurant I haven't been to in a while. It's been ages. It's a restaurant chain here in Redwood City called El Griense. That means the grill. It used to be called Tacos El Griense, but they just changed it to El Griense because they make more than tacos. Sandra, when you lived out here, did you ever hear the chain Tacos El Griense or El Griense? They're primarily in Redwood City. They have like 5 locations in Redwood City because we have a large Hispanic population, and they all do well because it's not just a Hispanic population, but primarily a Hispanic population. They walk to the restaurants, so they make it convenient, and they're all making money. And they make El Griense makes great food. No, I've never heard of it. Sandra says, "Hey Don, you're welcome, T and Eli. I understand you're busy, but we will get together, and I'm looking forward to it." Amen, brother. They are everywhere. We had 4 in Hollister. Do you think that it's the same owners in Hollister, babe? El Griense? Like, and they still have great deals. They've got these crispy tacos, and they stack them with cheese and meat and everything. $5 a piece. So I got Don 3 of those, and I got myself a burrito because they're not the biggest tacos. They were good, huh, Don? You had one of them, 1 or 2 of them. Santa Palacio, I love Mexican food. Some of the best food is at the Mexican supermarkets that have food service. Yeah, we have a Mexican supermarket called Chavez Meat Market, or Chavez Market now. They used to call it the Meat Market. And I went to school with the owner's, I believe it was the owner's son. I went to school with him in grammar school. They were super good. Wow, wonderful. And the Chavez Meat Market, or the Chavez Market, which was known as the Meat Market initially, they have more stuff there now. They have the best meat. They're like the best markets. I know Chavez Market, good food. Oh, yeah, yeah. I went to school with the son of the owner, Uriel, back in my grammar school days in junior high. Yeah, they've got like 2 or 3 Chavez meat markets like here in Redwood City. Or they're just called Chavez Supermarket now. Back in the days, like, 20, 30 years ago, it was becoming very popular to have ethnic supermarkets here in the U.S. And it's like they're very popular to this day because people from that culture want to get the same stuff. And, you got to import it and this and that, right? So, these ethnic supermarkets make it real simple for people within their culture to find what they want. And even people that are not a part of their culture appreciate that too every now and then, so it's cool. We're very diverse here in the U.S., right, Sandra Palacio? You're not going to question my diversity on this episode, right, Sandra? Like on the stream yesterday, that was pretty funny, right? You know me, no color lines, Sandra. You know, you know that. Let me move off to the side here. I know, Eli, says Sandra. Tia says, yeah, Mexican food is probably my favorite. I get the carnitas. Yeah, that's what I got for the burrito. I got, shredded pork, right? Carnitas pork. I love pulled pork. And the Mexicans make some of the best pulled pork, which is the carnitas. But it's more like a dry pulled pork, right? Like the Americans make pulled pork with like all this like, flavorful sauce and stuff like that, right? And I like it both ways. Sometimes I like it dry with some salt and other stuff on it. Other times I like it, nice and wet and juicy. I just found out how to make carnitas. Oh, wonderful. It's just like to see you get all I just like to see you get all ruffled. Well, that's called trolling. That's okay. There's more to it than baking. Says respectfully, maturely, and professionally. Yeah. Tia's laughing hysterically. So, 2025 is right around the corner. Santa Palacio, a troll? No, you're not a troll, but anyone can, throw out a few trolling words or use trolling lingo as a joke. I get it, Sandra. It's all good. Like I've said in the past, if I wanted to troll everyone, I could troll the shit out of anyone and no one would know. Right? No one would know a thing. But it's not in my heart and soul to do it, right? But people troll me, right? People troll me and they troll me in real life too, right? Yeah. Those that keep coming at me in real life, the good Lord will take care of you. Every action has a consequence, right? Right? Every action has a consequence. Actions have consequences, right? Right? It's all good. But yeah, I'm still here. I'm still here. I'm not going anywhere. Want to keep trolling me in real life? I'm still here. It's all good. I wish I could share more. There's some things I'm just itching and dying to get off my head. And I'm not going to talk about those. I shared that with Don earlier. We're not going to talk about them, but I'll tell you this. I could talk about some things right now that would just blow shit wide open. Right? Blow it wide open, right? I just don't want to stir the pot. I don't want to stir the pot. But just makes me wonder, It is what it is. Yep, that was a topic today. Action, reaction, consequences. Yeah. Actions have consequences, right? Reactions have consequences, right? Just look, don't stir. Okay. Sounds great. Sounds wonderful. So, yeah, 2025 is right around the corner. And I want to invite each and every one of you to go on a journey with us here at the GNA, the Genuine Networking Association. It's going to be an amazing year. And the end of this year has already started off amazing. It started things off amazing earlier than the new year, which is great because we're going to be ending 2024 on a super positive note and just ramping up into 2025. Already supercharged and fired up and ready to go. And what I saw yesterday, my girlfriend Dawn is fired up about this. Sandra Palacio, you seem fired up about it. And even you, Tia, you seem fired up about it. Alex, the Beer Master's here. And he's looking forward to it. Lewis Fuller was in the chat of the show yesterday. He's fired up. I'm super, extremely fired up. It doesn't take a lot to get me fired up. I'll tell you that. For the right reasons, that is. Now, don't get me wrong. I can get fired up for the wrong reasons, too. But you know what? I've learned to better channel my energy. And that's another thing we want to help people learn out here is to better channel your energy. Like knowing when to hold them and knowing when to fold them, right? In other words, know when to open your mouth and know when to keep it shut. It's an art. And we've all struggled with it, and we've all had to learn how to better handle it, right? You know, in 2025, we want to help as many people as possible become, I keep saying this, but it's the truth, become the best version of themselves that you can be, that they can be, right? Because if you don't focus on becoming the best version of yourself that you can be, you're never going to reach the level of success you deserve to reach. And everyone deserves to have success, right? We want to help you folks learn to better believe in yourself. Learn to have more self-love, have more self-respect, right? Because it all starts with that. I keep repeating it like a broken record, but it's the truth. The purpose of this organization and our personal development teachings, the purpose is to help you become a better version of yourself by respecting yourself and having self-love. Again, without that, you've got nothing. You can't get ahead without self-love and self-respect and self-appreciation. We're on lap number 2. One more lap to go. One more lap. Don, Tia, Sandra, Alex, put a 1 in the chat. One more lap. I got it in me to go one more lap. Sandra Palacio says, yeah. Tia says 1. Thank you for continuing to be a channel member, Tia. Appreciate that. Don and I are finally going to get our COVID shots. It's not raining. No, it's not raining. Not right now. It's not going to rain, I believe, for the rest of the night. It rained earlier, but I don't know if you can see. The road is drying up. You can still see a little water there, but the road is drying up. You can tell that's a good angle right there because there's a street light. There's a patch of a little bit of water, but it's drying up. Alex the Beer Master says 1. $2025. It's going to happen here. I'm going to keep sounding like a broken record until more and more people that I know truly want to join us and come on this amazing journey of positivity. Until you folks start coming on board, I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to stop sounding like a broken record. And trust me when I say this, when I sound like a broken record, it annoys my woman. And I don't like annoying my woman, because repeating the same thing over and over again is annoying. So get on board with the GNA now and stop the annoyance, right? I'm going to have to annoy the shit out of you folks to join something that's going to put a smile on your face, make you feel better about yourself, and further you along in whatever you're trying to accomplish personally and professionally. If I have to annoy you into happiness, I don't know what the hell your problem is, right? What does Eli do for a living? He annoys people into happiness. Go effing figure, right? Oh, I forgot. I was going to tame my profanity for the sake of Sandra, who's our director of public relations. It's a bad PR move when you have a potty mouth, right? That's okay. I'll make a deal with you, Sandra. When Donald Trump stops having a potty mouth, then I'll stop my potty mouth too. I guess that's never going to happen. Oh, that was kind of a low blow. That's okay. It's all good. It's all good. I did not eat before I came out here. I'm saving my appetite. Got a nice super burrito from El Griense restaurant. And Don and I also got some quesadilla with pulled chicken. Alex the Beer Master, Eli, keep up the good work. That's all I got to say about that, my friend. Just keep up the good work. I'm trying, Alex. I'm trying. I'm trying, man. I'm doing the best I can. Doing the best I can. But you know, sometimes you see some very hypocritical things from people that are very close to you, and some that are not close to you, but they're, you know, encountering you in other ways, right? But especially when people close to you, when people close to you do certain things or keep things from you. And again, this has nothing to do with Don. Don and I, we're more amazing than ever. We're better than ever. Like, we're all good. But you know, when people that are close to you, don't tell you certain things or keep you out of the loop of certain things, I'm not going to lie, it kind of stings a little bit. I'm not letting things get to me like that, but, you know, it just makes you wonder, wow. And in my particular situation, that I'm not going to go into detail on, because of this situation, it has snowballed into affecting me in other ways, out of my control. That's the thing. You know, there are also some things that human beings do to other human beings that are out of the control, that affect the other side, that affect the other person, and the other person affected by the things that other people are doing to them has no control over getting these people to stop. And that's what really sucks, is that in life, there are only certain things you can control. Other things are out of your control. And people can do things to you and plague you and play the system, right? And do this to make your life miserable or try to take from you or whatever, right? And in some cases, many of those cases, there's nothing you can do about it, even though it is wrong, right? You know, I think here in the U.S., our culture is like what I'm describing, right? Very selfish culture. Now, I'm not saying there's no selfishness going on in other countries, but I think the American culture is one of the most selfish cultures on the planet. I think that's because we've always focused on freedom, and we have too much freedom to the point of where not only do we not respect other people, but those same people that don't respect other people, they don't have any self-respect for themselves. But they still have to find a way to survive. So these are the kind of people that just play the system, right? To survive. They take advantage of people to survive. They don't respect others. They don't treat others the way they want to be treated. And at the same time, they lack self-respect and self-love for themselves. Alex the Beer Master, true that. Eli, true that, my friend. Yeah, right, Alex, says Sandra Palacio regarding Alex's last response. Wow, the lights are off over here. They were on. Or maybe they weren't on. It just wasn't. It wasn't as dark as it is now on this last lap. The lights are on the other side, so. And there are some lights up over here. It's just the field lights aren't on. That would really brighten the place up. I'll get back on the, the front-facing camera when I can here. Thank you to the 44 people that are here. I'm only mean when people are mean to me, and that's it. Otherwise, I'm awesome in my own little way. You know what, Alex the Beer Master? I used to be like that. I used to be tit for tat, right? And I used to always, give people back what they give me, right? But I've learned the better way to handle it, with no disrespect intended to you, Alex. The better way to handle it is to just ignore them and not do anything at all. Or if you're going to respond in a positive way. Kill them with kindness. You've heard the phrase, kill them with kindness, right? Yeah, I just don't feel the need to retaliate. What you're talking about, Alex, is considered retaliation, right? And quite frankly, in my opinion, it's a natural reaction for most human beings to feel the need to retaliate when someone does them wrong. But quite frankly, it's a counterproductive measure, because all it does is keeps the negativity going. It keeps a back and forth of negativity going, whether it's online or offline, right? And one of the best ways to handle it, and I got to turn on because the lights are not on over here. The best way to diffuse the situation is to not feed it, But again, I understand it's a natural reaction for human beings to feel the need to retaliate. Now, it's one thing to defend yourself, or if you're a YouTuber and you want to make content to share a story and share an example, that's one thing. But to flat out retaliate, yeah, it's not something that I would advise. Alex the Beer Master says, I'm sure. I sure did, my friend. I sure did. I know the phrase of killing it with kindness I have. I tried to handle it better. I try to handle it better every time. Now I try. Yeah. And that's all you can do. You're a human being, man. We're humans. We're gonna make mistakes, right? And our job as a human being, or our purpose as a human being, part of it is to just get a little better each and every day. And we all learn something new each and every day, Alex. We all learn something new each and every day. Even at my age, I'm 51 years old, Alex. And even when you get older, you still learn something new every day. You learn something new every day till the day your time comes. I mean, that's what I'm trying to say. Until the day your time comes, you learn something new each and every day. There's somebody walking their dog very slowly over there, so I'm gonna wait. Okay. All right. Excuse me. Give me a second here. There are more lights over here on this side. I'm using the front or the rear camera facing outwards with the light on. Are you still around, Dawn? Babe, you still around? She might be doing something else right now. We saw a movie last night. I can't remember the name. It was a movie about an early 30s couple. Yeah, what was that movie we saw last night? Was it On Board on Netflix? Very good movie. Very good movie. I gotta tell you, Netflix. I mean, I gotta tell you honestly, probably the best streaming service is Netflix, out of all of them. At least when it comes to like original content and producing movies and documentaries, Netflix is the gold or platinum standard. Now, and every streaming service has value because it involves different networks. You know, if you want to watch different networks of programming, you need Peacock, you need Paramount Plus for CBS. Fox and ABC are on Hulu. And then, yeah, Peacock is NBC. And if you don't have Peacock and Paramount Plus on top of Hulu, then you'll need to get Hulu Plus Live TV. But if you have cable TV, you don't need that anyway. Now, we have, Direct TV, and we can get on demand from Direct TV. But sometimes that does have commercials, even if you missed the show when it was broadcast live. So, having these streaming services with the no ads package, it's great value. It saves time, and it just streamlines you through the shows you want to see. Carry on. That's what she said. Yeah, carry on. Yes, sir. Carry on. Alex, the Beer Master says you are correct, or not, Eli. You are very correct, because Every day is a learning experience, and I enjoy it no matter if it's good or bad. Well, I don't enjoy the bad part, but you know what I mean. Absolutely, Alex. And I thank you for your support. Like, of course, Alex. Thank you for your support as well. Thank you, man. Yeah, hey, it's a learning lesson every day for each and every one of us, and we all are going to struggle with keeping it positive at times. So, I'm not saying that if you take the GNA positivity pledge when the website's back to working again, I'll let you folks know in a few days or less when it's back. If you take the positivity pledge, it doesn't mean you're not allowed to have a bad day every now and then. Everyone's human, right? But there are people that live in a constant state of misery, right? And those are the types of people that we're trying to help, shift their attitude so they can better their lives and turn their miserable, pathetic lives around, right? Sounds like a crosswalk sound. Give me a second. Yeah, so I was going to mention earlier, Don and I are going to go get our COVID Pfizer shot updated tomorrow and the flu shot as well. I'm also getting the shingles vaccine. You're supposed to get it at age 50 or 51. Like I'm getting it. I just turned 51. I was trying to get all this taken care of last year, but I had to find out, what providers Anthem Blue Cross, because Don and I are both with Anthem Blue Cross for our health insurance, and had to find out who takes our insurance and who doesn't. And yeah, they have a big contract with CVS, but not with Walgreens. So, folks, sometimes you gotta contact your provider either by phone, or now you can even do it 24/7 via chat usually. To be honest, I like using the chat feature if I can. I don't mind calling people. It's not a big deal, but a lot of times when you call people, it just takes longer because, you got to go through all the formalities and stuff, right? But even in the chat, they still try to go through all the formalities, and I'm nice to them in the chat too, but it's easier to multitask when you're doing the chat, and you can just have your sound up, and if you're on a different browser window, it'll just go bloop when they respond. So like when you're on the phone, it's just much harder to multitask. It's more time efficient, in my opinion, because also they don't expect an immediate response when you're chatting. They expect you to respond within a minute or two. But when you're on the phone, if you're in the middle of something multitasking and they say something, if you don't respond right away, they might hang up on you, So I just, I try to find the most productive ways to get things done while still being courteous. You're welcome, says Alex, the beer master. We all want you folks to kick off your 2025 in the most positive ways possible. And I'm telling you folks, I feel a momentum shift coming in 2025. I have a feeling we're going to have an amazing, amazing year. Right? I started to feel that, on my birthday when Sandra, Dawn, and I did my birthday stream on the other channel, GNA, Genuine Personal Development. I got one light for here. I got one light on me for now on here. And it's going to get a little dark until we get to the other parking lot. So let me go to the front. But yeah, join us on a positive journey. Even to all you folks out here on YouTube, right? This is primarily where I market things. I also market on Facebook and LinkedIn and Twitter X and all that, but this is the main place. This is where everyone is at. And I know many people are watching these streams. I know many people are watching my streams. And I know probably at least half the people really want to come around and support a good cause, but they're afraid that they're going to get, attacked and, harassed by other people that have attacked and harassed me on this platform. You can just ignore those people. Ignore them. Don't take away something from yourself that you want to be a part of because you're afraid these people are going to attack you. Maybe they're going to crank call your phone, right? Or maybe they're going to run your background check or whatever. Like, let these people do what they're going to do. Eventually their time will come and karma will get them. People are going to do whatever they feel like doing. You just got to let them do it. And whatever is meant to be is meant to be. Right? Don't hold yourself back from being a part of something you really want to be a part of because you fear what some very ignorant people on the internet are going to say about you or how they're going to react to you. I used to have many fears in the past. In my younger days, before I turned 30, I had many fears. And those fears held me back from doing what I really wanted to do, from saying what I really wanted to say, right? From participating with people or groups that I really wanted to participate with, but I feared repercussions from other people if I joined certain groups or was friends with certain people. And now the same shit is happening out here on YouTube. And it's been happening on YouTube in certain groups, and it's just really childish, immature, and pathetic behavior. Right? It's a controlling mechanism for some creators that are trying to profit off of stupidity because they can't make money any other way. And, they don't have the confidence that they can do something more respectful to make a living, right? Oh, man. It's a beautiful night. We are at 74 minutes, an hour and 14 minutes. I might go through the vortex tonight. I don't think there's anyone there. There's going to be another show at 6:30 and 7:30. They've actually been getting a good crowd of people to watch the Christmas show out here. And now it's probably like a New Year's show. I'm sure the city promotes it all over town or all over San Mateo County. Let's go in here. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh, let's do that again. Yeah. Well, there were some kids that were riding some skateboards in there. Got some people already showing up for the show. Folks, start getting your final questions, comments, or concerns in the chat. We're going to be going off the air in about 5 minutes or so. 5 to 7 minutes max. It's been a great and productive day today. Sandra says, those tunnels are cool. There is a meaning of those. Do you know what it is? Is it good luck, Sandra? What's the meaning? Let us know. I'm a little brain dead right now, Sandra. It's been it's been a long month. I'll tell you, it's been a long, productive month, but it's still been a long month, and it's all been good. But I'm just a little tired. Sandra says, I don't know. I was told, but I forgot. Okay, well, when you remember, let us know. We would appreciate that. Oh, why did the light turn off? Give me a second. All right, we're back live. We're back live. My battery wasn't charging. It's in my pocket. I don't know why it wasn't charging. So we're at 23% on the internal battery. I just, hit the button on my external battery and started charging again, but that's why the light went off. Give me a second. Let me check it out one more time. All right, we're back live. We're back live. Yeah, it's charging now. I don't know what happened. Sometimes the iPhone can be a little finicky with its charging, but it's all good. I should have checked it earlier, but anyway, it's all good. We're going off the air in a few minutes anyway, so. Oh, a few days away from New Year's Eve. I don't know. If you folks want Don and I to do a New Year's Eve show, let us know in the chat. Let us also know in the comments section if you're watching the replay. We may end up doing a New Year's Eve stream publicly viewable, but it's probably going to be a members only live chat, just like this. We'll see. Sometimes silence is golden. Just waiting for that Tesla to pass on by. Folks, get your channel memberships and keep it locked here. I'll make you aware of when you're going to be able to start signing the GNA Positivity Pledge again, hopefully by tomorrow or the next day. I hope it gets sorted out. If not, I'm going to have to try to find a different plug-in or find a different way to use a different program. I'm really hoping that this owner of this plug, I really like the plug-in, and it's a plug-in that has a one-time fee. Some plugins have monthly fees and stuff. I mean, I really like this plugin. It's just, I wish it had a few more functions on it, but I'll make you folks aware. I'll update you folks over the next day or so, the status, and hopefully it'll be running properly. That being said, love all of you. Thank you to my girlfriend Dawn for being here respectfully, maturely, and professionally. Senator Palacio, thank you for being here. Tia, thank you for being here. Great job on the show again yesterday. You were phenomenal. Alex the Beer Master, thank you for being here. Night All, says Sandra. And anyone else watching behind the scenes. Alex the Beer Master. Hello, Lewis Fuller. Hello, anyone else that's watching. With that being said, have a good one. Take care. And as always, please be good to each other. Good night, everyone.